Hi, welcome to Bookish Brits. I'm Rex, and this month I'm going to be talking about The Secrets of Jin-Shei by Alma Alexander. Now, this was published in 2004, so it's 15 years old now, and you're probably wondering why I'm talking about, an older book. Well, when I read it, I got my sister to read it and a couple of friends to read it, and I wrote a staff pick card. I was working in books, etc. at the time, and no one bought it. And it made me really sad. So I was packing up my bookshelf the other day and I found it and I started to reread it and remembered how much I enjoyed it. And I thought, why not, as we have a channel, I have all of 3 viewers, why not tell those 3 viewers how much I enjoyed The Secrets of Jin-Shei? Now, it is set in an alternative China in a made-up kingdom. So hopefully it will cause no offence to anyone, and it doesn't pretend to try and be an accurate representation of China at all. It is strictly fantasy, but it is not the kind of fantasy I normally read or come across, but it's more about the relationship between the women in it. So it starts with one woman and her reflection of her past and the story and how it happened, and with her first Jin-Shei bond. So this is, you kind of make someone else your sister through this bond, and that comes with specific obligations, and you can call on that network of sisterhoods should you need to. And what ends up happening is these women who are from completely different classes and have entirely different lives and wouldn't normally interact with one another end up in this circle of sisterly bond. And their plots end up overlapping and interlacing, and one of them ends up becoming an empress, and you can see, like, it's not that they're all good people, they're all just people. And you see how their decisions affect one another and how it goes from being something such a noble ideal to something that, ends up with betrayal and even death. And it's really fascinating. It's a fascinating read. I thoroughly enjoyed it. If I was going to give it a genre, it's more like intrigue, thriller, in many aspects. But I love the dimension of where it's set. I love the sisterhood idea and the relationship they all have with each other. I think that really makes the book work. And if you want something that's a fantasy but really different and, maybe more female-centric, this is a great book to read. And if you hate it, oh well, but I loved it. So much so that I'm talking about it 15 years later and found myself having read a quarter of it just by accident, just sitting around. And I'm going to reread it to the end again because I'm enjoying it again. And I think that's the mark of a good book, when you can pick it up and you still enjoy it the second time round. So join me for my second read of Jin-Shei by picking it up yourselves. Thanks. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see more videos about books. And if you're worried about missing out, just click on the bell and you'll be notified every time we post a new video. Thanks.